Hello everyone, Waddling Duck here to break down the tech trees for the Age of Empire 4 civilizations of the English, the Chinese, the Abbasid Dynasty, and the Holy Roman Empire. The tech trees are accessible within the game client, both from the load screen and while in a match from the escape menu. The in-game tech trees are readable when collapsed to view only buildings, but due to their decision to include ages in vertical columns, it becomes very difficult to follow once buildings are expanded, particularly in the later ages. It is also very difficult to compare tech trees for different civs. I have rearranged the tech trees into a more readable format, and I will go over the base tech tree along with unique techs available to different civs. So to start, we have the base buildings available to all civs. In Age 1, you have the Barracks, Dock, Town Center, House, Mill, Farm, Mining Camp, Lumber Camp, Outpost, and Palisade Wall and Gate. In Age 2, you have the Stable, Archery Range, the ability to create additional town centers, the Market, the Blacksmith, stone walls, gates, and towers. In Age 3, you have the Siege Workshop, Monastery, and Keep. In Age 4, you add the University and the Wonder. Note that each civ has a wonder with a unique name and graphics, but it is functionally the same, which is why I've included it here in the generic tech tree. Of the 4 civs covered in this guide, none of them deviate from this building layout whatsoever. In your core military production buildings, you can train the Spearman in Age 1, the Man-at-Arms in Age 3, the Scout and the Horseman in Age 2, the Knight in Age 3, the Archer in Age 2, the Crossbowman in Age 3, the Hand Cannoneer in Age 4, the Springald, Mingonel, and Trebuchet in Age 3, and the Bombard in Age 4. Each civ also has access to 4 generic upgrades in the Siege Workshop to increase the movement speed, health, and armor of all siege units, to increase the range of the Springald, and to reduce the reload time of the Mingonel. The English have a few variations in the Barracks and Archery range. They gain access to the Man-at-Arms in Age 1, but do not get the Spearman until Age 2. The Archer is replaced with the Longbowman. There is a unique upgrade to the Man-at-Arms armor in Age 3, and unique techs for the Longbowman to give them active abilities in Ages 2 and 4. In the Siege Workshop, the English additionally have the Ribaldaquin in Age 4, an organ gun that excels against groups of melee targets. They also have a unique tech to increase the area of effect of the Trebuchet. The Holy Roman Empire gains access to the Man-at-Arms in Age 2, and in Age 3 adds a unique melee infantry called the Lanchnet, which is a fragile swordsman with a devastating area of effect attack. The Holy Roman Empire additionally has 2 unique upgrades to their Man-at-Arms in Age 3. One increases the damage dealt, while the other gives a damage bonus against armored targets. In Age 4, there is a unique upgrade to increase the melee armor of the Spearman. In the Siege Workshop, the Holy Roman Empire has access to the Culverin in Age 4, which excels at killing siege units from long range. The Abbasid Dynasty has unique camel units, with a Camel Archer available in Age 2 from the Archery range, and a Camel Rider available in Age 3 from the Stables. They also have access to the Culverin in Age 4 from the Siege Workshop. The Chinese are full of unique or semi-unique units. Instead of the Man-at-Arms, they have what is called a Palace Guard, which has additional move speed. They also have a unique upgrade to their Palace Guard to increase max health. If the Age 2 Song Dynasty is unlocked, they have access to the Zhu Nu, a repeating crossbow unit that excels against unarmored targets. If the Age 4 Ming Dynasty is unlocked, they have access to the Grenadier, a short-ranged unit with area of effect attacks. If the Age 3 Yuan Dynasty is unlocked, they have access to the Fire Lancer, a cavalry unit that deals explosive area of effect damage when charging. Instead of the Mingonel, the Chinese have the unique siege unit, the Nest of Bees, which fires a barrage of rockets to deal area damage. They also receive 3 unique siege techs to lower the reload speed of bombards, to lower the cost of the Nest of Bees, and to increase the range of all gunpowder units. In the dock, the standard layout is the fishing boat, the transport ship, trade ship, 3 types of warships, and the demolition ship. There are also upgrades to fishing rates, ship movement speed, sight, range, weapon range, and armor, along with an upgrade to add a ballista to the Age 3 attack ships, increase the range of Age 4 warships, and increase the damage of demolition ships. For the English and the Holy Roman Empire, the 3 tiers of ships are called the Galley, the Hulk, and the Carrack. The English have a unique tech in Age 2 to reduce the cost of all ships. The Holy Roman Empire have a unique tech in Age 2 to increase the repair rate of docks. The Abbasid Dynasty ships are called the Dhow, the Bagla, and the Zebek. They have a unique tech in Age 2 to increase the health of the Dhow. The Chinese ships are called the Junk, the War Junk, and the Bao Xuan. They have a unique tech in Age 3 to increase the number of arrows fired by the Age 2 junk ship. In the town center, you can of course train villagers. You can also train scouts in Age 1. In Age 2, there's a tech to increase the health of villagers. The market trains traders used to generate gold. The monastery trains the monk and has 3 generic techs, which increase the healing rate of the monk, the health of the monk, and the income gained from relics placed in a monastery. The Holy Roman Empire has the ability to train prelates, their version of a monk, in Age 1 from the town center. They also have 3 unique texts in the monastery that increase the effects of the prelate's inspiration ability. The Chinese can train imperial officials from their town center, which are used to collect taxes or to increase the efficiency of buildings. Drop-off buildings each contain techs for their respective resource. The mill contains techs to increase the speed and capacity of all villagers, increase hunting gather rates, 3 techs to increase the gather rate of all other food sources, and the ability for scouts to carry deer carcasses. The lumber camp includes a tech to increase the speed of felling trees, and 3 techs to increase the gather rate from felled trees. The mining camp includes 3 techs to increase the gather rate from mines. The English additionally have an Age 4 tech from the mill that lets their farms passively generate gold. The blacksmith includes 3 tiers of upgrades for each of melee damage, melee armor, ranged damage, and ranged armor. There is a tech to increase unit production speed, and a tech that enables infantry to create battering rams and siege towers in the field. The Holy Roman Empire have a unique tech to increase infantry move speed. The university includes upgrades to increase the damage of gunpowder units, increase the damage of rams and trebuchets, increase the health of cavalry, increase the damage of ranged units and buildings, increase the health and damage of melee infantry, and increase the health of buildings. The Chinese have a unique tech to increase the gathering rate of villagers based on the number of dynasties achieved. Outposts may build one of 3 emplacements: arrow slits, a springald, or a cannon. Outposts may also be fortified to increase health and armor. The keep may add springald and cannon emplacements, and research a tech to add a burning oil attack to all keeps and towers. The English have a unique tech at the keep to increase the attack speed bonus from the civ's passive. The Holy Roman Empire have 2 unique techs at the keep, to increase the armor of all buildings, and to increase the health of all walls, gates, and towers. The Chinese have a unique tech at the keep which allows outposts and stone towers to automatically repair nearby stone walls. The Abbasid Dynasty has 16 techs within their House of Wisdom. Most of these are gated behind wings and are better considered as landmark bonuses. However, 4 of them are available regardless of wing choice. These techs improve the move speed and armor of camel units, increase the range of spearmen, and increase the attack speed of archers. Each civilization also has unique passive bonuses that do not need to be researched. The English have the bonus called Network of Castles. Any units near a town center, outpost, tower, or keep will receive additional attack speed when an enemy unit is nearby. Farms cost less wood, and food gather rates from farms is increased. Villagers have bows, giving them a ranged attack. Town centers fire an extra arrow. Military ships have increased range. The longbowman also innately has the active ability to deploy defensive palings that can damage and stun enemy cavalry. The Chinese have a dynasty system that allows them to place both landmarks from an age to enter a corresponding dynasty, granting a passive buff as well as access to a unique unit and building. The Chinese immediately gain the chemistry technology for free when reaching Age 4. Chinese villagers construct all buildings, including landmarks, at a faster rate. Docks work 20% faster. The Age 2 dynasty is the Song dynasty, which reduces the training time for villagers, as well as grants access to the Zuje new unit and the village building. The village provides cost-effective housing. The H3 Dynasty is the UN Dynasty, which increases move speed of units, grants access to the Fire Lancer unit, and grants access to the Granary building. The granary acts as a food drop-off point and has an influence radius to increase the gather rate from farms. The H4 dynasty is the Song dynasty, which increases the health of military units, provides access to the Grenadier unit, and provides access to the Pagoda building. The Pagoda can hold one relic and provides a greater amount of resources from the relic than a monastery would. The Holy Roman Empire has an influence area stemming from a town center that allows buildings to activate the emergency repairs ability to rapidly repair a building for free. A relic may be garrisoned in an outpost, keep, or tower to improve the sight range, weapon range, damage, and armor of the building. Relics may also be garrisoned in docks to increase the attack speed of ships. Emplacements on outposts and towers have a reduced cost. The prelate, which is the Holy Roman Empire's version of a monk, has the ability to inspire villagers to cause them to gather resources faster. Further, all villagers innately have an increased carry capacity. The Abbasids gather from berry bushes faster, but cannot gather from boars. The siege engineering technology that allows construction of rams and siege towers is automatically granted. Further, Abbasid infantry are able to construct springolds and mangonels in the field. The Abbasid House of Wisdom has an influence area that increases fire armor of buildings and grants a boost to gather rates, research times, and production speed based on the number of buildings within the influence area. Docks are 50% cheaper to construct. Please remember that each civilization also has a number of bonuses, techs, or units that are granted by or gated behind landmarks which are not covered by this video, as not all landmark bonuses are neatly explained within a tech tree and are outside the scope of a simple tech tree breakdown. Thank you for watching, and please like or subscribe if you have enjoyed this video.